If you think negotiation starts when the customer says no, you're already too late. The best sales reps start negotiating from the very first conversation, and that's exactly why they win more deals. Here's what most reps don't understand. When you're reacting to objections, you've already lost leverage. The homeowner is dictating the flow, the frame, and the psychological momentum. And that's the difference between reps who close deals and reps that chase them. Most reps walk into a home hoping that they can handle whatever comes up. They treat the appointment like a series of surprises, objections, concerns and stalls, and they believe their job is to respond quickly and confidently. But that's the problem. When you're reacting, you've already agreed to operate inside of the homeowner's frame. You're negotiating their terms, not yours. In this video, I'm going to show you why mastering negotiation is one of the most powerful skills that you can build in sales, and how the top 1% use it to control conversations and protect their price and win deals without begging or discounting. You're going to learn how to redefine negotiation so that you're leading instead of reacting, why negotiation actually matters, and what most reps get wrong about it, the principles that make in-home negotiators truly powerful, and the lead negotiation formula that turns everything into one tight, repeatable system. By the end of this video, you're going to understand that pros don't just hope it goes well. They designed the outcome all the way through. So let's dive in. In home improvement sales, negotiation isn't something that magically happens at the end of the appointment. Negotiation is earned or lost long before the price has ever hit the table. And the biggest difference between normal reps and true professionals comes down to a simple truth. Normal reps react when pros lead. A pro negotiator leads the appointment from the very first step. They know exactly where the conversation is going because they're the ones that are guiding it there. Every question, every transition, and every step of the roadmap is intentional. They're proactive, not defensive, and that proactive leadership is what gives them the negotiation power. When you set expectations early, and when you condition the homeowner on price before numbers show up, when you guide the discussion instead of chase it, and when you sell the next step before you ever get to it, you're not waiting for objections. You're taking care of them in advance. So reactive reps get blindsided. Proactive reps will build the path. When you lead the appointment, you control how the negotiation feels, how it flows, and ultimately, how it closes. And here's the kicker. If you lead the appointment, you can close the appointment. This is what separates someone who simply shows up from somebody who consistently wins. Most sales reps think negotiation is about telling the homeowner what to do. They believe it's a battle of wills. They push harder, they talk louder, they hold firm, but that's not negotiation. That's just simple friction. And friction kills deals. True negotiation is a controlled conversation, not an argument. It's give and take, not give and demand. It's two people working towards a decision they can both agree on without defensiveness, without tension, and ultimately without egos getting in the way. That matters because the homeowner isn't buying a product. They're buying confidence in a decision. And the confidence only shows up when the conversation feels safe, clear, and collaborative. Great negotiators don't rely on pressure. They rely on questions. They ask questions that make the homeowner think. They drill down beyond the surface level answers that every homeowner gives early on. They know how to uncover the real motivators, the real concerns, and the real priorities that drive the sale. And most importantly, they know what to do with those answers. Average reps hear an answer and move on. Professionals use every response to guide the next step, clarifying, confirming, framing, and ultimately leading that homeowner to a decision that feels right to them, not forced upon them. When you negotiate correctly, nobody feels pushed, nobody gets defensive, and nobody shuts down. Instead, the homeowner feels understood, supported, and most of all, in control. And that's the magic. A successful sale is simply a successful agreement. Negotiation matters because it's the tool that transforms pressure into partnership, resistance into clarity, and uncertainty into commitment. In-home sales is a different world. You're not sitting across the boardroom table. You're in somebody's home, on their turf, in their environment, inside of their comfort zone. That alone changes the entire psychology of negotiation. The powerful negotiators in this space aren't the loudest. They're not the flashiest or the most aggressive. They're the most intentional. They follow a set of principles that give them quiet, undeniable leverage. First, they control the frame from the first minute. Powerful negotiators don't let the homeowner define the pace, the tone, or structure of the appointment. They guide the conversation early. They set the expectations and quietly take ownership of that flow. Not by force, but by clarity. Control the frame early, control the negotiation later. Second, they stay curious, not convincing. Average reps push while powerful negotiators pull. They ask questions that reveal motivations, fears, limits, and priorities. They drill down past the first answer, the second answer, and into the truth that actually drives that decision. They will go through 8 to 11 discovery questions and drill down questions to bring clarity to that appointment. Curiosity creates influence. Assumption destroys it. Third, they use information as leverage. Top negotiators don't gather information just to check a box. They gather it to use it. They say that everything that you say and do will be held against you at the closing table. Yes, I know, it sounds bad, but it's an easy way to remember that we need to take what they say throughout the appointment to bring back towards the close to show them that we didn't sell them, that they chose to buy. Every answer becomes a tool to clarify needs, to eliminate false objections, to align the offer with what the homeowner truly wants. They never negotiate blind. They negotiate with purpose. Fourth, they stay emotionally neutral. In-home negotiation requires steady emotional control. No defensiveness, no reacting to stalls, no getting thrown off by surprises. Pros stay calm because calm equals control. Once you get emotional, you already have lost that leverage. Fifth, they pace the appointment intentionally. Powerful negotiators don't rush to the price and they don't linger in the weeds. They follow a rhythm. They build trust, understand deeply, confirm alignment, then present the path forward. Negotiation becomes easy because the groundwork has already been built. Sixth, they lead without ever feeling pushy. This is the art. They guide every moment of the appointment while still making the homeowner feel like the decision is theirs. The homeowner never feels pressured, just understood. That's influence. That's leadership. That's negotiation done right. Seventh, they finish with agreement, not resistance. Powerful negotiators know the sale is won when the homeowner feels good about that decision, not trapped, not pressured, not cornered. Agreement equals trust plus clarity plus leadership. That's what the best negotiators create. They're built on curiosity, built on clarity, built on emotional control, and built on the ability to lead a homeowner all the way to a confident yes. This formula turns everything we just discussed into one tight, repeatable system. So L stands for lead the frame. Pro negotiators start controlling the appointment before they ever negotiate. They set expectations, they pace the conversation and guide the homeowner step by step. Reactive reps follow the homeowner. Proactive negotiators lead from minute one. Lead the frame, lead the outcome. E stands for extract the truth. Powerful negotiators aren't guessing, they're uncovering. They ask questions that go deeper than the surface level answers homeowners will give. They drill down, clarify, and find the real motivators behind the decision. Curiosity becomes leverage. When you know what actually matters, negotiation becomes alignment, not pressure. A stands for align the path forward. Before price ever shows up, pros make sure the homeowner feels understood and feels the path clearly. They use what they've extracted to keep the conversation in agreement. It sounds like what I'm hearing you say is, I see that is a priority to you. Small agreements early create big agreements at the end. This is what reactive reps never understand. Negotiation is won long before the number ever hits the table. D stands for direct the decision. Pros don't force the decision, they lead the homeowner into it. Being neutral matters. No arguing, no defensiveness, no pushiness, just calm leadership throughout that final decision. What you want, what you discussed, and what makes sense. Here's the option that gets you there. Directing the decision is not pressure. It's clarity powered by everything you did earlier. Why does this formula work for in-home sales? Because it mirrors exactly how great negotiators actually think. Let's recap the key points. Negotiation doesn't start when the homeowner says no. It starts from the first conversation. Reactive reps lose leverage because they're operating in the homeowner's frame. Proactive reps control the conversation by leading from the minute they start. Negotiation, it's not combat. It's a controlled conversation that creates agreement. Powerful negotiators control the frame. They stay curious. They use information as leverage, maintain emotional neutrality, pace intentionally, lead without being pushy, and finish with agreement. And lead, that formula gives you the system. Lead the frame, extract the truth, align path forward, and then direct the decision. So that's why negotiation skills aren't optional. They're essential if you want to protect your price, your confidence, and your reputation as a professional. The reps who master negotiation don't chase deals. They attract respect. If this video helped you, hit subscribe because I drop new sales and leadership strategies every single week to help you perform at that top level. And tell me in the comments, what's the toughest part of negotiation for you? I'd love to help you break it down. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.